Okay, hello football fans all over the world. We are coming with a quick update for the transfer business that is coming up this morning that have been agreed. As you all know, the transfer market will be closing today, 1st of September. So clubs are trying to wrap up deals here and there before the transfer market shuts down. So this morning, first finally, the Isak saga is over. There's an agreement between Newcastle and Liverpool. So Isak is going to Liverpool for £130 million. I think that is the British record, the highest now in England. So that has been completed. Donnarumma is coming to Man City also. The deal has been agreed, and Ederson has gone to Fenerbahce. So that deal has been closed also. Good one for Anthony. He has secured his Real Betis deal. So that deal has been completed. Real Betis and Man U, that deal has been completed this morning. So the next one we'll be looking at now is this one is actually the one that I feel bad for Jackson. So Chelsea had a player called Magui that played the Conference League. They registered in the Conference League. There is an attacker that I think he was their top scorer in that Conference League they won, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think he did well. So they loaned him to Sunderland this season. And also they agreed the loan deal with Bayern Munich for Jackson to go to Bayern Munich. But where my issue is now is when they signed Joao Pedro and Liam Delap during the FIFA Club World Cup, the coach Enzo Maresca keep putting out press conference that any player that doesn't want to stay is free to go and all of that. Then when they came back from the FIFA Club World Cup before the season started, he came out on a press conference and said Jackson should go. He is not part of my plan, just the way he did to Chalobah when Chalobah went to Crystal Palace on loan. You keep making this statement in the public. Now, when you said that, the boy felt discarded. He felt abandoned because you've gotten 2 strikers. Fine. Now, they secured a loan deal for him simply because Liam Delap had an injury against the Fulham match. You cancelled the loan deal. Meanwhile, you had an attacker you sent to Sunderland. Why not recall that one? But you had to want to recall Jackson. When Jackson now is getting angry and he said he doesn't want to come, you went back to recall the one in Sunderland. Why? Now, Bayern Munich has opted out of that deal. So what then will not happen to Jackson? Meanwhile, this Magui is ready to come back to play because you didn't tell him he's not part of your plan. But you told Jackson you are not part of my plan. So why calling somebody back when you actually said he's not part of your plan? And the one that is part of your plan you loaned to Sunderland, that would have been easy for you to call back and would have been better. You first of all made that deal null and void. Now you've come back to the one that you didn't tell that is not part of your plan to call him back from Sunderland because Sunderland have agreed a deal with a Leeds striker, Luseka. And that medical is taking place soon for him to join because you have called Magui back to Chelsea. So what then now happens to Jackson? What then now happens to our African brother Jackson? Are you going to go back to Bayern Munich and beg them? Because the presidency, I think they're out of the deal. Now, what then now happens to him? Will he come back to Chelsea? And he's not part of your plan. He's just there in Chelsea. The World Cup is approaching. Senegal, I think they may qualify for the World Cup. And he needs playing time. And he's one of the good players for Senegal. Please, you guys should look for a way and sort out our brother. Please. It's not fair on him. First of all, you were the one that discarded him. Now, his agent tried and you see the agreement he has done with Bayern Munich. You had to cancel the deal for no reason. Meanwhile, you had a good option first before him, and would have been better than cancelling his deal. Now, what do you want him to do now, since you want him to come back? And Bayern Munich has opted out of the deal. Okay, guys, just that is just a quick update for the transfer news this morning. We'll come back for other ones as times goes on, and we'll see what deal will go through before the transfer window closes today. Okay, see you guys later. Thank you.